Jai Guruji Maharaj, Shukrana Guruji Maharaj. With folded hands and gratitude in my heart, I bow to the lotus feet of our beloved Guruji. With His divine grace and due permission, I would like to start the reading of Chapter 55, Satsang number 51 from the Holy Book Light of Divinity. Wiping away a mother's tears, saving a man's job. Year 1998 changed everything for the Lal family. Their eldest son died in an accident in the Delhi cantonment area. Mr. Kamar Lal's wife couldn't bear the blow and fell victim to a heavy depression. Then a friend of Kamar's, Prem Singh, a former Indian ambassador to Singapore, happened to meet him. Prem naturally inquired about the family and was told of what had happened. Unknown to Kamar, Prem Singh was a devotee of Guruji, and he directed his friend towards Guruji. Kamar went one morning to Guruji's place at Empire Estate. He showed the ambassador's visiting card and requested entry. He was told by a devotee at the entrance, Sudama, that this was not the time to visit Guruji. Kamar persisted in trying to show the ambassador's visiting card to Guruji. Sudama was not impressed. He told the distressed father that many ambassadors came to Guruji's darbar, which was held only in the evening, and Kamar should come then. Kamar returned and spoke to his friend, who advised him to retrace his steps. In the evening, Kamar found his friend waiting for him at the Empire Estate gate, and together they went in. Guruji allowed Kamar an audience, and the father was able to report his troubles to the Sadguru. Guruji placed a copper tumbler that Kamar's wife had to drink water from to get rid of her prolonged depression. The remedy, simple as it always seems, proved vastly effective. Within 15 days, the bereaved mother had turned the corner. She stopped crying, her low blood pressure normalized, and she felt okay. It was May of 2000 and the family started coming to Guruji. The family took a short break and went to Manali. When Kamar returned to Delhi, he found that he had been reassigned jobs. He was going to be relieved from his custom duties at IGI airport and had to join duty at Custom House in New Delhi on July 15. But when he went to Guruji's, the Sadguru suggested another break. The date was June 24 when the master advised Kamar and family to go for a week's holiday. Kamar's faith in Guruji was not yet steady, so he admits today. Disregarding Guruji's advice, Kamar attended office. During that week, on June 4, a departmental inquiry was initiated against 48 customs officers. Kamar was one of them. Had Kamar obeyed Guruji, he wouldn't have been named. Kamar again brought his problem before Guruji. The omniscient master dismissed his worries and instead pointed to another area of concern, his daughter's marriage. Kamar wasn't relieved, but events showed that his worry was baseless. Of the 48 officers named, 33 were proceeded against. Kamar and other officers whose names came below him in the departmental list were not named. Later, when prosecution proceedings were initiated against the 33 officers, Kamar was not even touched. Guruji turns middleman for a marriage. On Guruji's advice, Kamar had taken his first step in the old Indian marriage game, the hunt for a suitable boy. An Indian oil engineer seemed a likely candidate and, following Indian custom, came with his parents to see the girl. Before the all-important visit, Guruji called up Kamar and specifically asked him to offer the young man's father white rasgullas, an Indian sweet. The candidate's parents were presented a lavish spread. Then, one by one, first Kamar himself, then his wife, and then his son, offered the boy's father the rasgullas. Each time, and for reasons best known to the Sadguru, the candidate's father declined. Kamar's family had by now known enough of Guruji's ways to suspect that something was amiss. When they went in the evening for his darshan at Empire Estate, Guruji made a pithy comment, "Even beautiful roses have thorns." The family understood it to mean that the boy was not suitable for their girl. Moreover, the boy's family also dropped the matter. Sometime later, another likely candidate was found for the girl, a promising young judicial magistrate in Delhi. He came to see the girl and liked her, phoning up Kamar as he was returning from the visit to make his affirmation known. He also asked the girl's father to get his parents' approval. The Lals went to the boy's parents at their native home. But nothing came of the visit till one day Guruji phoned up Kanwar. Out of the blue, he asked his devotee where good chaat, tempting spicy Indian appetizers could be had. Kanwar replied that to his knowledge, a corner shop near the UPSC building at Shah Jahan Road served very good quality. Guruji asked him to be there at 6:30 p.m. At 6:30 p.m., Guruji arrived with a few devotees. Chaat was brought and Guruji gave a plate to Kanwar, congratulating him on his daughter's wedding getting fixed. Then the devotees felicitated him. Kanwar was left wondering what was happening, for only he knew that there had been silence from the judicial magistrate's side. That too for nearly 2 months. Soon, however, the good news came. As usual, the Guru's words had proved prophetic. Guruji's magisterial grace for son-in-law. Kanwar's son-in-law had given his departmental exams and cleared every paper but one, which was quite irregular. His father-in-law brought the matter before Guruji. The Sadguru remarked that the boy should have cleared the exam and that he would. Kanwar felt Guruji was hinting that someone had tried to thwart his son-in-law's professional advancement. Soon a full bench of the High Court sat for the judicial review of the examination procedure of the candidate. Looking at his performance and his peers' comments as noted in the annual confidential report, the bench ruled in his favor and adjudged he had passed the exam. Son has scratch-less accident. Kanwar's son Rohit was not getting hostel accommodation in the APJ Engineering College on the Sohana Palwal Road that winds out of Gurgaon. His son's death due to an accident in the back of his mind, Kanwar was worried about sending his son 65 km away to the engineering institute. But Guruji reassured him. As fate would have it, one day the qualis in which his son commuted to his college hit a truck on the Sohana Road. The driver lost an eye and all the other students were injured. Rohit, as Guruji would have it, had nary a scratch. When Kanwar came to Guruji's in the evening, the Sadguru simply said, "I have saved your son." Guruji's benign grace continued to reign on Rohit. He was unable to enter the 3rd year of his engineering course because he had not been able to clear a paper in the first semester of the first year. When Guruji came to know of that, he just said that Rohit would get into the 3rd year. Then, as divine providence would have it, APJ changed its rule. Now, students were allowed to go into the 3rd year if they had passed at least 18 of the 20 exams they had sat for during the course of their engineering studies. Rohit thus could go into the 3rd year of his course. That this was Guruji's divine will in operation was proved when a year later the institute reverted to its rule. Clearly, school rules had to bow to the Sadguru's will. Healing without an operation. Kanwar's mother-in-law was slated to have an operation at Sir Gangaram Hospital on her right knee, which pained her a lot. But Guruji expressly forbade the operation, going to the extent of telling Kanwar to not even take his mother-in-law near the hospital. As per the Sadguru's direction, the copper tumbler water remedy was again given. This simple yet potent cure worked wonders yet again. The knee stopped paining in a month and regained flexibility. Satsang as narrated of Kanwar Lal, Superintendent, Customs and Central Excise, Delhi. With this, first and foremost, I would like to seek forgiveness from our beloved Guruji for any mistake in the narration of this beautiful divine satsang. And also, I would like to seek forgiveness from each and every one of you for the same, and would like to invite you for the narration of next divine satsang from the Holy Book Light of Divinity. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you, each and every one of you.